Savannah is a lifer at prep. She is a determined young woman with a sharp intellect and a simple and down-to-earth personality. She works hard to be successful in all her classes at school, manages her time wisely, and has clearly defined dreams for herself. Outside of school, she is a summer camp counselor at Camp Glen Ardent and a horseback riding instructor. I am happy to share with you all that Savannah has decided to pursue her nursing degree at the Georgia College in Milledgeville. Special guests today are her parents Laura and Davy Fuller and sister Kaylee Fuller. Please join me in welcoming them all. Now I would like to invite Savannah to the podium to talk about her passion, fox hunting.
If any of you know me, have stalked my Instagram, or seen my mother's Facebook, then you are aware that I spend a lot of my time with horses. However, I can almost guarantee few are familiar with the equestrian sport I actually participate in. Luckily for you, you're about to find out all about fox hunting. Surprisingly, fox hunting is not well known, even though it has been around since the colonial days of America and even earlier across the ocean in Europe. Fox hunting originated in 1534 in a small county in England called Norfolk, when a farmer used a pack of hounds and a team on foot, followed by a master of the foxhounds, in order to try and catch a fox that had been terrorizing his livestock. However, it wasn't until the 18th century that fox hunting developed into its more modern view and considered a sport in its own right. Later on, the birth of the Industrial Revolution sparked an increase in new roads, railways, and canals, decreasing the amount of rural land in the United Kingdom. Ironically, this escalated the popularity of fox hunting due to the increased availability of travel options from the city to more rural countrysides. England's oldest fox hunt is the Bilsdale Hunt, located in Yorkshire, established by George Villiers, the Duke of Buckingham, in 1668. Fox hunting continuously grew in popularity throughout the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries in the United Kingdom, with one of the biggest milestones occurring in 1753 by 18-year-old Hugo Maynell. Maynell, commonly known as the father of modern fox hunting, was the first to start breeding hunting dogs for their speed and stamina, in addition to their keen scent. This significantly increased the speed of the hunt, as well as how long the hunt lasted. This also allowed for later start times, thus increasing its popularity even more. The history of American fox hunting differs from that of the United Kingdom. Fox hunting in North America has existed since before colonial days. In fact, even some of our founding fathers dedicated their time to fox hunting. George Washington makes clear in his diaries that he devoted all of his spare time to fox hunting and individually established his own pack of hounds, up until the eve of independence. Thomas Jefferson was said to be, quote, as eager after a fox as Washington himself, end quote. And Alexander Hamilton's name is listed among the members of the St. George Hunt Club in 1783. The oldest continuing hunt in North America is the Montreal Hunt in Canada, founded in 1826, while the oldest continuing hunt in the United States is Piedmont Hunt, founded in 1840. The importation of hounds into the United States from Europe started as early as the 1600s, and by 1900, America had its own breed of foxhound, due to the breeding of European descendants, especially from England, Ireland, and France. By the early 1700s, mounted fox hunting was spreading rapidly in Maryland, Virginia, and other colonies. During the early 1800s, women in North America finally started to make their appearance in the hunt field. However, this caused some controversy. Some men were truly concerned about the, quote, weaker sex, while others were more worried about losing the hunt in the, quote, likely event that a damsel would become distressed, and they, as polite gentlemen, would feel obligated to stop and help. Also in this time period, fox hunting began to spread across the United States to the Carolinas, and west to Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Georgia. While fox hunting originated in England and was brought over the sea to the Americas by the Europeans, the sport differs in several aspects from each country. The biggest and most prime example would be what each hunt aspires to accomplish. In North America, the emphasis is on the chase rather than the kill, with many fox hunts expressing the motto, the thrill of the chase. However, in England, a hunt is not considered completed until the fox is killed. In England, there are no rabies, and therefore the fox population is extremely high, and are considered to be nuisance vermin due to the large amount of sheep and other livestock farms that are threatened. The coyote, rather than the fox, has been the prime prey of a chase in North America due to its increase in population. In America, the hunt is considered successful when the coyote, or fox in rare circumstances, enters a hole in the ground called an earth. The hounds receive praise from the huntsman and the coyote gets away to be chased another day. On many other occasions, the hounds simply lose the scent of the coyote. After all, hounds cannot run what they cannot smell. My home hunt is Bellmead Hunt in Thompson, Georgia, which was founded in 1966. I've been hunting with Bellmead since 2012. My hunt is well known around the fox hunting community because of our vast territory and fast hounds, as being one of the hardest hunts in North America. Our opening meet, which is the first weekend of November, is billed as the world's largest rolling cocktail party with almost 500 attendees each year. This meet kicks off our formal hunt season. One of the most common questions I get about fox hunting is, why do you have to wear that outfit? Well, the answer is practicality. Once formal hunt season begins, we are required to wear a very specific uniform, depending on what position we hold in the hunt. For the normal folk like myself, we must wear tan riding pants, a canary yellow vest, a black jacket, black tall riding boots, and a white stock tie. If a member is awarded their colors, the hunt's color is added to the jacket collar, and a patent top is added to the boots. For the people who hold staff positions in the hunt, white riding pants, a red jacket, black boots with brown leather tops, and a white stock tie are required. Everything we wear is pretty much self-explanatory. Riding jackets and pants because we are riding horses and because it's cold outside. However, I can see the confusion about the stock tie. Stock ties are worn around the neck, tied with a specific knot held with a pin. However, if untied, the stock tie can serve as a bandage for horse, hound, or human in case of an accident. I've even seen it used as a sling for a lady who fell off and broke her arm while in the hunt field. Along with the different apparel requirements, holding a staff position in a fox hunt also influences where you are permitted to ride. The staff of the fox hunt includes any masters of the hunt, the huntsman, and any whippers in, commonly referred to as whips. If you are not a member of the staff, you are required to ride in the field unless called up by a staff member. The master is the person in charge of the fox hunt. Whatever the master decides, you do, no questions asked. The master decides when and where the hunt will take place, where we will go, and what hounds are taken along. The master is responsible for the hounds, the staff, and the field at all times. My hunt has 3 joint masters to try and lighten the load of such a demanding job. However, normally any fox hunt only has 1 huntsman. The huntsman doubles as a master, therefore carrying the responsibilities of 2 jobs. The huntsman controls the hounds. He is in charge of making sure the pack works well together. The huntsman must make quick, technical decisions, often regarding the safety of our hounds and riders. However, the whippers in have the hardest job in my opinion. Whips are in charge of keeping the hounds in the specified territory allotted to us at that time. My hunt has the opportunity to hunt on over 40,000 acres of land. However, this land is restricted in times of deer season and turkey season. In addition to keeping a close eye on the hounds at all times to ensure they do not venture out of permitted territory, whips also have to keep track of the game they are chasing. This means always having to be 1 step ahead of an animal with a mind of its own. Whips are split up into north, south, east, and west flanks to ensure all areas are covered at all times. Finally, the field consists of all mounted riders who are not staff. The field promptly follows the huntsman, staying in the action of the fox hunt. The field is controlled by a field master who rides the lead at all times. My hunt is privileged to offer 4 different subfields known as flights. Most hunts only offer 2. However, our terrain and the speed we go makes having this many flights a necessity to accommodate all of our riders and guest riders. We have 2 jumping flights and 2 non-jumping flights, each varying in speed and rigor. Each flight is led by a different field master to ensure everyone riding is safe and accounted for at all times. I faced many hardships in my time spent in the hunt field. I received my first horse, Bella, at the age of 13. She was untrained and had never fox hunted before, but I took on the task of making her my dream hunt horse. It was an extremely rocky road, with lots of tears shed and expressed out, not just from myself, but from almost everyone around me. And like many of you have experienced, being told you cannot achieve something only makes you want it more. So I pushed through and ignored my fellow riders' looks of judgment to achieve my goal. After 3 hard years, Bella and I finally made it. A hunt almost never goes by when someone doesn't compliment my horse or myself for all the hard work I put towards her. I get offers to buy her on countless occasions, but I politely reply, no, she's mine. Bella has truly shined this past year, as we've been lucky enough to be able to be called up by my trainer as a whipper in. Fox hunting is something we both love to do, both individually and together. Fortunately, I am lucky enough to have participated in something I love to do for 5 years now. I have accomplished things I never thought I could and met some of my greatest friends. I will be forever grateful for the people I have met and the experiences I have had. I highly recommend to all of you to search for something you love and want to do forever, because it is often your passion that shapes who you are and who you will become for the rest of your life. Thank you.